Hi everyone, I just thought today I would talk a little bit about skin colour. There's lots going on in the news that you may have seen or you may have heard people talking about, and I just thought it was really important to make sure you all understood about skin colour because I think it's really important. As you know, we all look completely different, okay? We look different, we have different colour hair, although it might be similar in colour, it isn't exactly the same. We all are different looking people, we all have different characters. So there's lots of things, and that's a good thing because that makes us unique. We're all uniquely shaped pegs, if you like, that fit in the world of life. Okay, imagine life like a little puzzle, and each one of us fits in somewhere perfectly, even though we're all very different. So talking about skin colours, we're all born, as you know, carried in our mum's tummies, and that's where we grow and develop until we're born. And but we all have we all have different chemicals in our bodies, and one of those chemicals in our bodies is called melanin. And melanin is something that creates our skin colour. Okay, so there's three ways that we get our skin colour. The first one is from the melanin that we have in our skin. This is a chemical in our skin. Everyone's is different, might be only tiny difference, but we all have our own very own skin colour. Okay, it's like we all look unique. Okay, so melanin is a chemical in the skin. Now, people with a lot of melanin in their skin have quite dark skin, quite dark coloured skin. People who don't have a lot of melanin in their skin have lighter coloured skin. Okay, so that's number one. The second reason we have different skin colours is because of the sun. So, like I said, the melanin we have in our skin actually protects our skin in the sun. So if we have a lot of melanin, our skin goes darker. If we have a little bit of melanin in our skin in the sun might go a bit pinky, or we might burn. Okay, and that's all to do with the chemicals. And obviously, if we're in the sunshine, we might tan more. Some people don't even get a tan. I have a friend, and she very rarely gets a suntan, no matter how long she stays in the sun. And that's all to do with the amount of melanin chemical in her skin. Okay, so if I show you a picture now, and this is a picture, I hope you can see that, of a little white mouse. Okay, now this is a special kind of mouse. It looks the same as any other mouse, but this mouse is all white, as you can see. And there's a special name for that. If something is all white, it's called an albino. Okay, so anything white, white rabbits, white cats, white dogs, even white people, completely white, the skin colour, and like this case, the little mouse, is called an albino. And that means anything that's completely white like this, which is an albino, has no melanin in their skin at all. So it has no protection from the sun at all. And sometimes people are actually born this way, as I say, so they have to spend their whole lives with their skin covered up with jumpers or shirts or coats. They have to wear sunglasses when they go out in the sunlight. Okay, and they have to spend their life with everything covered, or they just stay at home to stay safe in the sun. Because if you were an albino person and you went out in the sun, your skin would really burn a lot, because you have no protection in your skin from what we call melanin. Okay, so if you have a little look on this picture, and you might want to have a look on the internet if you have a computer at home and see if you can find any more albino animals or even albino people. But one thing is, obviously they're all white, but then it's not the greatest of picture, but if you can see here, it has a pinky tail, its ears are pinky coloured, its nose is pinky coloured, its skin under the fur is white and very pinky coloured, and they have red eyes, okay? So that is showing you there's no protection on their skin. Those pinky colours in their hands, in their paws, in their tails, their ears and their eyes it's just, you can just almost see the creatures, the animals, the little mouse's blood under their skin because they have no protection of melanin in their skin. Okay, so now I'm going to just put this picture down, and what I want you to do, if you look at my arm and my hand, sorry, I've got a bit of pen on that one, I'll use this hand. Look at my arm. Now I've been out in the sunshine because we've had lots of sunny weather, and my arms are nice and they're tanned. Yeah, the sun has tanned them. But if you look at my hands, my palms of my hands, and if I'm really silly, the bottom of my foot, they are quite white. They are quite white. You can check yours. And now what I want you to do is I want you to rub your hands together. Rub them together really, really fast. Feel them warming up. Okay. And now I want you to have a look at your hands. Can you see how they've gone a bit pinky? Can you see? And they feel quite warm, but can you see how they've gone a bit pinky here, especially around the edges? Yeah? And that's because I've rubbed them together, and now the blood is coming up and being able to see under my skin, because your soles of your feet, so the bottom of your feet and your hands, have almost no melanin at all on them, okay? And they turn like a pinky colour. So that's the blood coming through because of the lack of melanin skin chemical in the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet, okay? So I hope that explains a little bit about melanin, okay? So we have very little in our hands, on the palms of our hands, on the soles of our feet, okay? This next way, the third way we get skin colour is what we call from our ancestors. Now, ancestors are people from our family, might be from hundreds and hundreds of years ago, like you have your mom and then your nan or your granddad, and then they have their mum and their dad and then their grandma. So all the people in the family go right the way back from when your family first started, okay? So what happens is, if you, somewhere back in your family, you lived in another country that was warmer and you had more melanin in your skin, that might show today in your skin colour, okay? Now I have quite a suntan, so that shows that in my ancestors, in my family, I had people who had a lot of melanin in their skin, okay? So when I go out in the sun, I tan quite easily, okay? So repeat, let's have a listen. So we understand a little bit more about the science behind skin colour, why people are different colours. So it's not because they're different people, it's to do with a chemical in their skin called melanin, okay? So it comes from melanin, a chemical in our skin. It comes from also a reaction of our skin because of the melanin in our bodies when we go out in the sun, and it also is because of where our ancestors, people way back in our family, may have come from. Skin colour has nothing at all to do with the kind of person you are, okay? You can get people who have no skin colour, like an albino person, or in this case a mouse, which might be the kindest person that you've ever met. You might have someone with a very dark skin colour, okay, like I have an elephant here, okay? So you might have someone who you know with a very dark skin colour. All that means is they've got a lot of melanin, or they have no melanin in their skin at all. So it has nothing to do with what kind of person you are. Someone with a lot of melanin and a very dark skin could be the best friend you might ever have in your life. Someone with no melanin or very little melanin might also be the best friend you've ever had in your life. So it doesn't matter It makes no difference at all what that person is like, okay? It's all just because of a chemical. So we are all the same. We all do the same things. We can all do the same things. So I hope that helps. So think about what colours your skin. As I've already said, I've been out in the sunshine and my skin is going tanned. So that tells me I must have quite a lot of melanin in my skin. Yeah? So have a look at your skin colour now and decide, have you got a lot of melanin in your skin, or have you got only a little bit of melanin in your skin? Or do you think you might have equal amount of, not too much, not a lot and not a little melanin in your skin? And then have a look at your hands and your feet, remember. Okay, so that's the science behind our skin colour. Okay, so I hope that helps. So I'm going to next, after this video, I'm going to do another video now, and it's called The Story of the Rainbow. And as you know, the story of the rainbow will have lots of different colours in. So I hope that helps you understand a little bit better and a little bit more, giving you the facts, the science, all about melanin and how it affects our skin colour. Okay, take care. I'll put the video up next. Bye-bye. Bye.